For history was history, fools were we. Then we climbed a tree and finally we could see. Lo, then the internet made us smart, now know everything do we. Thus we share with thee these trifleries, till nobody learns nothing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bottom of the Barrel. Oh, what a episode we have planned for you. Kyle is gargling already in anticipation of tonight's episode, which is on dentistry, the world of dental health and teeth and twofers. It's going to be It's going to be a fascinating exploration. We'll talk about some history of dentistry and why dentistry is important, and maybe some horror stories from the chair. But I know already Kyle Jones has a load to say on this topic, so I'm gonna pass the spit cup right over to Kyle Jones. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'd also like to just introduce you guys. There's Jay Hickman, you just heard him, and then we've also got John Swayze with us.
Oh, yeah, I meant to say.
Hey, yeah, Jay, you're a little lax on the old introduction.
I know. I thought it was like basically taking the night off. I'd already had two aperitifs, and I was just like, let's have some fun.
Well, that's all right. Kyle,
I don't have to worry about anything. Kyle's taking care of all of it.
No,
and he already did.
Yeah. And I'm Kyle Jones.
I did mention that name to my credit.
Thank you.
My limited credit.
Appreciate
I did mention your name, the most important name of the night.
So as you heard Jay say, we are talking about teeth and dentists and the whole dental universe. And just a quick backdrop. Well, first, let me be honest here. I did have a root canal this week and sort of demanded this topic.
Yeah, you've got some grievances to air.
It broke me.
And let me just tell you, listening to you bitch
I'm
all
trying to
week,
come clean
we finally
here.
Just said, fine. We'll do it on dentistry.
It's true. It was traumatic. I am a broken man. It broke me. It broke my dry January. It is, look, right here. Cheers, everybody. Dry January.
It is something for the pain. It broke me emotionally and financially. And I'm here to tell you the real true story of my root canal.
So I thought a lot about dentistry these past few weeks, because that's when the tooth really started chiming in to my life. And along the way, I decided I need to learn some things. So we all have teeth, male and female, animals all over the world. And it's a huge part of our lives. We pay our own distinctive insurance just for that, aside from our health insurance. And there's a reason, because it's its own little world. So in the U.S., I'll keep it however local you call that. It is a $478 billion industry.
My God.
It has 2.5 million employees.
I wonder what that breaks down to per tooth.
Ooh. Well, you could do some math.
Like if you take all the teeth in America.
Yeah.
And then here, let me check the census. And how many teeth in an adult human mouth?
I've got my big diagram right here.
You haven't counted
so
yet?
We have 20.
20 teeth in the adult human mouth. I thought it was quite a few more.
You have.
I thought it was like 36.
Well, I thought it was in the 30s.
Oh, well, that's because we end up with the 2 pair and plus wisdom teeth.
Anyway, as everyone knows, we get teeth when we turn 28 years old, but not before then. So, and that's why the baby food industry is also very powerful.
See, you guys are so on point. We'll get to that too.
Okay.
So, $478 billion industry, and $4 billion of that is orthodontics. That was pretty low, I thought. But a much larger number than that, 7-8 times larger than that, of the $478 billion is purely cosmetic. It's a $35 billion industry.
Oh,
so we're talking, and that's everything from whitening and veneers, implants,
bedazzling,
Bedazzling. Bedazzling and grills is a whole
Bejeweled.
world. It's pretty fantastic. And I've got upon my wife's request, actually, I studied a lot about grills. Invisalign kind of takes a huge chunk of it. That's kind of the newest. It's so big that they listed it singularly within all the others.
Well, it's the answer to braces, right? I mean, it's the
right. It's
you don't
about
have to have
straightening.
a mouthful of metal. You could have Invisalign,
And they're not cheap. And how many times have you heard a friend say, "Yeah, I wrapped it in a napkin and on my tray, and my daughter threw it away." And it's like some not billion, but very expensive piece of plastic.
Yeah, I've probably heard that at least 3 times, including tonight's one time.
And then things like composite bonding, which is like chips and dings where you fill it in or plug a little hole.
May I just say on behalf of all of us, ew.
Yeah. But a lot,
composite bonding.
Think of those, like you're saying, the grills and just adornments on your teeth. They've gotten a little ridiculous in size and scope, I would say.
Do you consider a time when they were just right, very tasteful? They used to be.
Oh, yes, absolutely, Jay. It's funny
like
you bring
what?
that up.
Who's an example of a classy grill?
Lots of, like the Mayan Indians did it.
Yes.
They did all
It has
kinds
been
of
around
stuff.
for a long time.
And you've
that was
seen
a symbol
pictures of
of
that, have you, from 4 BC?
I remember talking to my
treatments
I remember talking to my friend Bob Odenkirk, and we were talking about it.
Wow, okay. You should have said that.
Were you on a movie with him?
Mm-hmm. No, but they do, man. I mean, watch Apocalypto. It's all there. Mel Gibson spells it out very clearly.
Yeah, he was the one example of doing it tastefully, not going too far.
Yeah,
just a little nugget of hematite in your front tooth, and that's enough. Isn't that enough?
Like the Cindy Crawford mole, but just this one little. It's a point of interest on your tooth.
Is that a garnet? Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
you must have wealth and status.
Let's
go to the sacrifice. See you there.
African tribes 4,000 years ago have been, there are relics on teeth, adornments and whatnot. There are modern day things like in the Congo and Indonesia, they file down their teeth to points, which makes me clench just thinking about this. Making pointy teeth. It's status and like a wealth thing, and it's sexy or what have you in that culture. But
what have you?
Filing down.
It's sexy, period.
Filing down your teeth.
That sounds like a torture.
I know. It sounds like you'd cut yourself if you kissed your wife and she had filed down pointy teeth. Yeah.
Isn't that the point?
I guess so.
Hey, there it is.
What?
I'm here all week.
I believe Count Dracula was part of this cult.
Oh, he may have originated it.
Yeah, it started in 16th century Transylvania.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was in 5,000. Anyway, but what we know is the modern grills kind of started to erupt. We was generally in the 80s, Big Daddy Kane and just kind of New York rap began. Flava Flav brought it all back into existence. Miami took it over in the 90s, and now you have designer grills and grills designers. Paul Wall, Johnny Lang are the hot names. Lil Wayne has his own line of them. I think he paid $100.
Don't forget Bear Grylls.
He would look great with a grill. Didn't he drink his pee?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, which corroded away the grill in his teeth.
Oh, that's a shame.
But it was good for the teeth itself. Uric acid is known as a whitener. This is true. I'm not kidding around.
No wonder everyone's asking me to pee in their face.
It's for dental health.
Man, we are less than 15 minutes into the podcast, and I think we have hit the bottom of the barrel.
Well done, everybody.
Pee in your face, everyone. Here we go.
Welcome to the party. Who do you think has the most expensive grill ever?
Oh my gosh.
Buddy Ebsen.
Close.
That one Mayan guy from 3,000 million years ago.
Probably worth quite a bit of money.
What was his name?
Tutankhamun.
Aaaagh. Is that Clog? Did Clog have the first one? Our good buddy Clog?
Yeah.
Any real guesses out there?
The most expensive grill of all time.
50 Cent.
Went into, okay.
Oh,
good.
no. I'm going to go with Post Malone.
Okay,
Me too.
Okay. All right. Those are both wrong. It's Katy Perry in some sort of stunt, I suppose. Had someone make her a $1 million grills.
Oh, now it's gone? She just wore it once and...
I think just...
Are they generally...
is it,
one performance or something?
go ahead, Jay. I think you're going to ask the same question.
Aren't they supposed to be semi-permanent? Isn't that...
They can be either. They're pretty... Some people have them in. Like if you drill a hole in your tooth and put a diamond in it, that's not the same as a grill because you can have some that clip in and out.
Okay, but there are full
so
grills that are permanent?
So that you can eat.
You've got people going, does this grill clash with my shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I need
the answer is yes
earrings?
every time. Every single time is yes.
Then who has the most expensive permanent grill?
I did not look that up, Jay.
Boo, boo, boo.
Well, hey, we have plenty of time if you want a side quest.
Maybe I
Google
will.
on it. Put it in the Google.
I'm dialed in. I'm not going to split my attention here.
Well, I have a next section of my teeth. We brought it up briefly, that the whole concept of baby teeth. Like
You have baby teeth?
This is a section of your teeth is your baby teeth. Let's talk about those.
Yeah.
Can you show us one?
What's that all about?
You still have your baby teeth?
No.
Or do you collect baby teeth? What's going on here?
I thought you were just starting your Jerry Seinfeld bit, like, so baby teeth. What's that all about?
What's that all about? Who are these dentists?
And what's the deal with baby teeth?
So you get, first, we're not born with teeth, right?
Not all of us. Some of us have been historically.
They are called freaks.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I know. I apologize to all the freaks out there. But
they are known as dentally forward infants.
Seem a little. Oh yeah,
Dentally forward.
So you get around 6 to 10 months is when you start actually getting teeth, and it's actually one of the parts of our evolutionary development adaptation. Like it's one of the names in being in our species that it makes us diphonauts. Oh, diphodonts. Sorry. I tried to.
Hang on. We gotta start the podcast over. Holy shit, Kyle! Now you've flipped it over. You've turned the tables. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so you grow in a set of teeth. That was a little ahead of schedule.
I mean, thank God we're not diphonauts.
The fact that we grow 2 sets of teeth makes us diphodonts.
Diphodont.
Dipho means 2, and dont means teeth.
Dentist,
and sharks are what? Oh, some sort of multidonts?
Omnidont.
Omnidonts.
They're polydiphodonts.
Oh.
I
would have gone with omnidont if I were a marine biologist.
Yeah. Right here tonight, folks, we're coining the term omnidont.
Okay.
John Swayze did it, and we're going to use it.
I'll allow it. You just have to
I have a question,
deal with
I have
the
a question
scientific
for you.
community. But
So you say we are not born with teeth, but the teeth start to come in. Now, we've all got children, so we all have experienced, hey, little Abner's tooth has come in. And you get all excited about it because there it is, just a little bitty white thing just poking through that. And you're like, there it is, I think. So
by the way, only members of our Patreon get to find out which of us has the child named Abner.
Yeah,
we're not saying it here, but one of us has a child named Abner.
And we will include photos of Abner.
Mm-hmm. But my question is, so is the tooth there and it just drops like a testicle? or is it like, does it develop in the gum?
Right.
And then
Does it start growing after the birth?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to guess Kyle says, I didn't really go down that road.
I cannot answer specifically, but I can. I will 80% confidently say something because of something we'll learn in a little while. That, yes, they grow while in you and expand and then come out. Show themselves. Ooh, the word for when your tooth breaks the skin is absurd in the dental world. It's called an eruption. When your teeth erupts.
So is that what Eddie Van Halen was playing about? His teeth?
My gosh. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Man.
By the way, you know the Dennis Quaid movie Inner Space?
Yeah. Martin Short movie, excuse me.
Martin Short and Dennis Quaid, Inner Space. And when traveling through the human body in the tiny microscopic little, spaceship.
Yeah.
He was for a short time a diphonaut. When he went into the mouth,
he was a diphonaut.
He was a diphonaut.
Like an astronaut. He's an astronaut, but he was a diphonaut.
Inside a mouth with teeth.
And he was inside of a diphodont. It was a diphodont inside who was a diphonaut inside another diphonaut.
A diphonaut inside a diphodont.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just trying to back you up, Kyle. Like of course, diphonaut is a real word. It's understandable you would confuse them.
Thank you. It's my faux pas, though. I mean, I really blew that. I should know better.
They didn't even try to. They didn't even try to attack that in Fantastic Journey or Fantastic Voyage. They said, no, we don't even. I don't even think they had that word.
You talking Coolio?
Come along with no. We're all diphonauts traveling through the diphonauts. Yeah,
I'm talking about Donald Pleasance and Raquel Welch.
He wasn't. He wasn't. So,
please, Kyle,
are
get us
there
out of this
any
quickly.
more diphodonts? I asked.
You said we're unique in that way.
I asked it's part of our evolutionary development.
Is that a Homo sapien as a diphodont?
No, it's wider than that. They're
all the primates?
Not all of the primates, and
how about the dinosaurs?
Not all of the mammals.
So some primates and a couple others. So there are other diphodonts. Great.
Yeah. And it's basically the canine, the feline, and the swine. Those get the.
How about the equine? Are the equine?
They didn't show up in my Eins list.
Yeah, I found some. We've all been pet owners, of course. I found some dog baby teeth in the yard from time to time, or in the old food bowl. But yeah, I've never seen any baby horse teeth. Out in the field, you don't hear about that. Not to say it doesn't happen, but
horse teeth are huge.
Hold on, I'm going to go to eBay right quick.
So
baby horse teeth.
Before we jump past this, I have quickly. You mentioned sharks, and that is a polydiphodont. And what
you mean an omnidont?
Right. I'm sorry, and that basically means that they never stop making teeth. They just keep growing and replacing themselves.
That's because they're so busy biting stuff.
Yeah.
They're losing teeth all the time.
That's why it's an element evolutionary adaptation.
There's a giant tooth in old Ben Gardner's boat out in Amity. That shark lost a tooth, baby. He had to grow another one.
He's got to get that tooth back.
Ben Gardner really took it to him.
Yeah.
It's a point well made. Point.
I have a question.
I did it again.
John brought it up that we all have kids, which brings up the question of...
I'm sorry I reminded everyone of that.
Yeah,
that's my faux pas.
No, you don't know how bad it is. Check this out. Now you're going to be real sorry now.
Yeah, what's old Abner going to think when you denied his existence?
Well, it's not old Abner. It's little Abner.
It's a child, Kyle. My
Come
God.
on, man. Come on.
You act like it's not your own child, which it might or might not be. This will be revealed on Patreon later.
So, Tooth Fairy is what we're talking about. First, I'd like to hear from each of you of what you got as a kid, how that was all performed, and then what you did for your kid.
We have discussed the topic of the Tooth Fairy once before in season 1.
Well,
we touched on it a little bit. John has some just absolute bangers of stories about completely
failing as a parent.
Failing and trying
Boy,
to make it up.
I exceeded on that failing.
Wow, did you? It is.
You bet.
Those stories are seared in my mind. Apparently not in Kyle Jones's.
No, I'm sorry.
I will.
I shouldn't have asked.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I'll bite. For me as a child, it was a quarter for a while. I think there were some like sort of landmark milestone teeth. Like if it was going to be probably what the dentist said, well, like this is his last baby tooth.
Oh yeah.
Then the parents did something special. It may have been a whole $1 or a $5 bill. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it was mostly quarter. It was classic. It was the classic quarter. And I, as a child, I will reveal this about myself. I, at some point, started becoming enamored of the teeth that I'd lost. Like, I just thought they were fascinating.
Okay.
Just the formation of them. I was just like, this is kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
I would kind of, like, I had a rock collection. I was like, maybe I'd like to hang on to these.
These are man rocks. Wait,
These are man rocks.
That didn't
like
come out right.
They're kind of neat. And so I think at some point I asked my parents if they thought it would work for me to leave a note for the Tooth Fairy to like, could you give me some money and also just let me keep this? Would that be okay?
Great. That's amazing.
Apparently, the Tooth Fairy thought that would be okay.
Oh, way to go, Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Tooth Fairies.
I hung on to a few baby teeth, yeah.
I can understand.
I tell you what the Tooth Fairy's not a fan of
What's that?
is children knocking out their own teeth to try to enrich themselves.
Oh, wow.
How does the Tooth Fairy dissuade that behavior?
Well, little Billy Watkins of Topeka, Kansas found out the hard way.
And now you know the rest of the story.
The story. He saw a gold mine. And not because he had a gold filling, but he was like, wait a minute, if I got a quarter for my teeth and the teeth grow back,
let's see, now I have 20 teeth, according to Kyle Jones's diagram. So
it was an incomplete
Let me
night.
get out my calculator. Say, that's $5.
Wow.
It is 32. It is 32.
That caused the Topeka City Council to pass an ordinance of there will be no more teeth knocking out of that sort of level.
That sounds like the wording in Topeka, Kansas that the lawyers
There was
came
a
up
lot
with.
of there was a lot of
tooth knocking outs.
I will tell you this: the soup industry skyrocketed for a while. There was a huge surge in broth.
That's why it took such a long time for the Topeka City Council to pass the ordinance, because the soup lobby was there, like going, I don't know, Topeka. Hold on, Councilman.
I think now, hey, let's pump the brakes a little bit, Topeka. I think we're onto something.
Councilman Morris, could we take you to lunch? We have a little something we'd like to propose.
I have eaten nothing but soup for 3 weeks, so I'm kind of supporting Big Soup right now.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
their
awesome.
trick worked. It worked.
A trick.
The cavity lobby has turned out it was all funded by Big Teeth.
Big teeth, which is part of the horse industry. Anyway, getting back to your point, Kyle.
Yeah. What? Continue with. It's like, what did you get for a tooth?
So I'm kind of in line with Jay. I think we're all about the same.
I got a
age
quarter as well.
I got a quarter. I will revisit the story, so perhaps our listeners will hear this and go, well, I want to hear where they said this again.
I'll tell you what, John. No one has said that yet. So why don't
I'll
we
go
just keep
scour
on going?
I will scour every episode until I find it.
Yeah, no,
and
there
post
is
about it.
John, there is a super fan out there who is going to carefully compare your two versions of the following story.
Let's watch the facts here,
Don't
pal.
You know it?
Tread
your numbers better be true.
I'm with it. I'm on the tightrope here. It was my son Joshua, and Dean and I woke up one morning after he had lost a tooth, and we had put it under the pillow and everything, and we woke up and realized we didn't wake up in the middle of the night and replace that tooth with a financial deposit. And so we had...
What would it normally have been? What would it have been?
Well, I think we would have given him $1.
Okay.
A Sacagawea golden coin, of course.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
And
we've had this conversation, son. Okay. Someone remembered it.
Yeah. Not John.
We had to go in and leave a note. Hey, sorry, Josh, I was really busy that night.
Oh.
I couldn't get to you, but here's a little something extra. Here's a sawbuck for you, champ.
Josh, as you well understand, there are more
I'm sorry,
than...
Abner.
Dear
Could
Joshua,
be Abner.
It's me, the Tooth Fairy. Sorry, pal. As you well know, there are 1.3 billion juvenile diffidonts across the whole planet. So I'm very busy on any given night. It was just one of those nights, pal. Let me make it up to you.
Here's a PlayStation.
Unlike Santa Claus, it's not one night where you can plan. I mean, any given night, it could be
true.
just, whoa, there has been a tooth avalanche of...
Yeah, it all happened. Sam happened all at once. Like he lost all of his teeth.
That's because he ran into the door while he was running and knocked all his teeth out.
That wasn't during the family trip to Topeka, Kansas? Because amazing things can happen there for kids who...
It's a great place.
Let's go see the mule kicking in Topeka.
Mule kick.
All you got to do is put your finger right there and you'll get all your teeth knocked out.
Stand here. Now, don't move.
So, Jay, what did you end up giving your kids?
Yeah, it was the reason I brought up the Sacagawea gold coin, the first of the three of us.
And we discovered last time that we both did the same thing?
Yeah. Go back to our animals.
It really meant a lot to me is all I'm saying.
You know what, though? I will tell you, you know what would be a big gift now is...
memory of our old episodes?
No.
The gift of memory.
At the point,
you realize how much more fun I'm having because I'm reliving. It's all anew.
Sure, great
for those
you.
of our listen for our listener out there. You need to know if you have children, you should buy them a roll of pennies. And leave the roll of pennies under the pillow.
No, soon it'll be 1 penny will be worth 1 penny will be
2
enough.
pennies.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can put it in your hand and punch somebody real hard.
Right. That's why you do it in a roll. It's like a brass knuckle.
Kyle may not have heard, John. Pennies have been discontinued.
I've heard
so they're about to get real valuable. So just go buy a roll of pennies from your local bank, folks, and your children will be like, oh, my God, what is this? And you're like, it's an antique. It's going to be worth $1 million zillion.
Yeah. I saw a commercial the other night. You can buy a roll of 25 pennies, shiny, brand new, 50 of them for $10.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, no.
Come on, man.
So sad. That makes me deeply sad.
Come on. Why are you not just throwing down every penny you've got to buy all of them?
Yeah, all of the infomercials for silver American Eagles are just gone. Like it's all about.
Yeah,
now it's all
we're shifting to the
now
penny.
Get this roll of 25 pennies. Oh, that's the worst news I've ever heard.
Now, would it be more cost effective to melt down pennies for the copper?
Only if they're pre-1982 pennies.
Oh, wow, someone's done there.
Because that's when they stopped using just pure copper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
in the middle of 1982, they started filling them with zinc, and it's just copper coated. So
zinc?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's like the last one.
Is that deeply, deeply disappointing?
I don't know
I'm so
why.
sorry.
It is very disappointing, Jay.
Yeah, we've been doing it that way for like 45 years almost.
Well, this is the first I've heard of it. And
Okay.
I'm going to write my congressman.
I knew that it had switched at some point.
I
don't know what's going on.
bet your congressman will feel so bad he'll send you a full roll of 2025 pennies.
The way
He might.
right now, it looks like
You won't get it if you don't ask for it.
your congressman will be too young to even know what a penny is, and two.
How old do you think John Sweezy's congressman is?
Or two,
Aren't
your
they all
congressman-
60?
Or
I
two,
thought they
your
were all
congressman is older than the penny itself.
Okay, well, I feel like we've gotten off topic.
Yeah.
Kyle, do we have anything to say about dentistry?
No, I was gonna get. I had a little anecdote about the tooth fairy, but Jay, tell me if I told the story about my son losing his first tooth.
Like really, really losing it? Yes. He lost it all the way.
And that I said on a
Irretrievably
podcast.
lost it.
That was on a podcast.
Yeah. We've
John,
talked
do you
about
remember
this.
me telling you that story?
Yeah, where he lost it in the yard.
Okay, great job,
This
guys.
was the whole thing. I think this was the
No.
episode.
Great job, Kyle.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, it was very
it was
memorable.
a fantastic story.
Yeah. It's such a good story that everyone remembered it.
Anyway, deciduous teeth are the little ones that you lose.
Dude, that is the segue of segues right there, buddy.
No. That was
Well
the
done.
closing word for that. Those teeth that you lose, they're called deciduous.
Oh, that's nice. There's a tree named that too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, deciduous
I
trees.
think there's a
What
Native
does it
American
mean in
tribe called the
deciduous?
Deciduans.
That they only grow twice?
They,
Like they bloom and once more and then they die?
these are trees that only grow twice. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on a minute.
Hey, where'd the
There's
tree
like-
go? Don't worry. It'll grow again.
These are like deciduous and perennials and something. Blah, 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 blah. Trees and shrubs that seasonally shed leaves, usually in the autumn. So yes.
Okay, yeah, they...
So your conifer, like your pine tree, your Christmas tree is a
Perennial.
evergreen. They call them
evergreen,
evergreens for a
yeah.
reason. They never like specifically the Christmas trees. In our portion of the nation, we've got like loblolly pines that shed needles all the GD time.
Loblolly
yeah.
Loblolly pine. We'll do an episode one time about a tribute to the loblolly. But the oak.
Well, I tell you, there was a movie one time. I saw a movie starring
In the
John
loblolly
Schneider, famous Bo Duke. And he was in the movie, and he talked about the loblolly pine. There's nothing like it.
There
I'm
is
gonna build
nothing
a house.
like it.
Yeah.
It's so true.
I'm going to build a house. I'm going to build a house made of loblolly pine. By golly,
By golly.
you'll see. You'll see. And
Anyway.
he built it in the projects of some inner city. It was awesome. Anyway,
what a good
continue,
man.
please.
Bo Duke. An oak tree is a deciduous tree. It loses its leaves every year. They grow back. So once a year it
Son of
loses
a
and grows
bitch.
back. And like a Christmas tree, conifer, an evergreen, grows its needles green, and they just stay that way all the time until you cut it down.
Until you
and
chop
put it
it
in your
down.
living room. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only time those needles turn brown is in your living room.
Thanks, us.
Alrighty, time for a break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Sponsor? We have a sponsor? This ought to be good.
When you're driving down the highway and you're hauling a heavy load, you want to make sure you get your bundle to the bay on time. You know, truckers have a job to do, and that job is making this big old world of ours go round. But nowadays, schedules are tighter than ever before. That's why truckers know how to gear up for that extra edge, and that edge is trucker meth. When the deadline is looming and you need to get your boogie on, you can count on trucker meth to get the job done. With just 1 teaspoon, you can start pushing double nickel and get that bear off your donkey. So get tweaked on the Pookie the professionals use. Trucker meth is lot lizard certified, shabu friendly, and easy on the teeth.
So grab yourself the best gack on the road and grab the wheel with trucker meth, fuel-injected satisfaction.
All right, we are back. Let's see if Kyle has something clever to say for once.
I'm 40 minutes in here. Do either of you guys have a thing you want to jam on? Something you want to throw around?
Well,
I've got plenty, but I figured
I've got plenty. I've got tons of stuff.
Lay something on us here, John Swayze.
Before John launches in.
Thank God. I was only being polite.
For our one fan, will remember historically throughout the history of our podcast, John frequently announces at the beginning of the podcast he is loaded for bear, and then he'll drop one fact and be like, "Well, that's all I got." What do you fellas think about that?
It killed the bear. I mean, come on. Well, I've got so much here. I can't even get through it all.
It's an embarrassment of riches.
It's like 4 whole sentences,
really
guys. Back up.
Hang on.
You might want to pull over in your car into a parking lot right now so that you can absorb all
all right. Let me just say I had a bunch of stuff, but my internet is not working. So
the tradition continues.
You bet. No. One of the things I thought. So when Kyle and I were lounging on the beanbags at work, getting
that's
a lot
not
of
a
work
euphemism.
Done.
That was literally what
easy.
We were literally lounging on the beanbags.
This is a lot of inside baseball, John. My God.
We talked about. Kyle said, "Man, we should do a podcast on." Dental, because Kyle was in a lot of pain.
I was in the throes of the tooth and was on heavy medication.
So did you not say, John, like, Kyle, you're not maybe in your right mind. Maybe we should not do that episode.
No, I didn't.
You were instead like, oh, yeah, great.
I started scrolling and rolling on my phone, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm in. And but one of the things that because I mean, again, dentistry and teeth, that's obviously a very broad topic, and there's so many different things to talk about. But one of the things that I found very interesting is who were some famous dentists back in the day. So if you go back to the beginning of dentistry, there is an Egyptian that was kind of regarded as the first person that did stuff, but really, you go back to what they call the father of modern dentistry, which is Pierre Fauchard. He was a French surgeon in 1728.
1728.
He introduced instruments and procedures and ideas that transformed dentistry from a trade into a legitimate medical science.
So 1728 was the date of his publication, his famous publication.
Yes, but he was doing it far before that.
Of course.
So no more going to the barber and getting your teeth fixed. No, those days, no more getting leeches on your teeth to clear them up. No, old Pierre, he got to it and
let me ask you one question. Were one of his tools a hammer? Did we go beyond hammer, or did?
Well, I can tell you what one of his tools wasn't. Was the thing that goes.
Fair enough.
The old curvy straw with the holes in it. God, I love that.
Sometimes they just make you hold it. They're just like, here, put this here.
And you ever notice dentists get a little annoyed when come on. I put it in there. Just let it suck your. Dude, it's not my fault. Anyway,
I love that. I love that tool, by the way, John Swayze, so much that I looked up a way to purchase one for home use for my son Abner, who drools on his pillow all the time.
Probably teething.
Nice. And what does it do with all that drool? Where does all that drool go? Does it go to like a drool bucket, a repository?
That little reservoir.
Is there
somewhere.
some underground system?
In our house, it just goes straight into the interior plumbing. Just like your AC, kind of the condensation goes into the main plumbing.
That only makes sense.
So what you're saying, if I understand this correctly, what you're saying, Jay, is much like John Hammond in the creating dinosaurs from mosquito blood. We could go into the sewer system and actually find the DNA of bazillions of people.
Everybody.
And recreate people based on the sewage and the slime of their mouth that is dripped in.
You don't even need a dentist for that.
There's DNA and other materials that are in the sewer, John Swayze. I'm sure you know this. Sorry.
All right. Well,
I don't know why dentistry was
Back to the drawing board. All right. But anyway, some famous dentists that you may not know were dentists.
Okay, yes.
Number one, you ready for this one? This is a pretty easy one.
Probably not, but yes, please.
Doc Holliday.
No way.
Famous for the gunfight at the OK Corral.
Yes.
He was actually
famous for Val Kilmer.
And
trained
famous
in
for killing.
Pennsylvania.
Johnny
Ringo.
Johnny Ringo. Played by my friend Mark Bean. Or
Michael Bean.
Michael Bean, yeah.
His good friend.
Good friend.
I did a movie with him.
Marcolus.
Dude, I'm 1 degree of everybody we talk about. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
I'm the godfather of Mark Bean's son, my good friend Mark Bean. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Michael Bean and his son Abner. Anyway, he was trained. He worked in Atlanta. But then gave that up to learn to play poker, drink whiskey, and shoot people. Another one.
But he continued poker, it seems like, in the movie.
I wonder how he got recruited away.
This is a good one. You ready for this? And it's got a great name.
Okay.
Mark Spitz.
Come on.
That is a good name. Wait, is
Mark
that a basketball player?
No, he was a champion swimmer in the Olympics in the 70s. Oh my God, he was like a record. He was
settle down. I got athlete, right?
Mark Spitz.
The reason you were
Mark
confused, Kyle, is because his actual name is Michael Spitz. But go ahead.
Now things are starting to make sense.
Who's the other famous swimmer with the big flipper feet?
The current one?
The smoked
Michael
pot.
Phelps? I mean, Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps, you mean?
Mark Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. Well, I thought Michael Phelps was the lead singer for REM.
Oh, that's Mark Stipes.
Mark Stipes. Everyone knows Mark Stipes.
Michael Stipe. Anyway, Mark Spitz, before he became an Olympic gold medalist, was accepted into dentistry school.
Pretty cool.
And ultimately decided not to go because, he was...
Hang on. You said the most famous dentists. He was a dental school admittee.
Yeah, he never got to be a dentist.
So he probably never drilled a single sapphire into a tooth, right?
That's right.
I don't think those were a thing then.
Did he ever terrify a child?
Well, yes, but in so many other ways.
Attaboy.
He had a very hairy chest.
That would slow him down.
You would think, but back then they didn't care. They didn't understand the aquanomics.
And that underwater thing.
Of hair on the body to slow you down.
John, I met Mark Spitz at Topeka Comic-Con about 6 years ago. He took off his shirt and it wasn't that hairy. Like
as a baby's bottom.
Would you like to change your bullshit story, sir?
You want to retract that?
Well, I'd like to move on. But probably one of
me too.
One of the most famous dentists this is my favorite is one if by land, two if by sea.
That's not a real name. You know that, right?
Paul Revere.
That's
Paul Revere.
Cool. So like before the war broke out, he was a dentist?
Yes. He did many things, as many of the people in colonial
Did he carve
America did.
George Washington's wooden teeth?
Which were not made of wood, actually.
That's false. It was a wooden brace around.
He was Paul Revere was a silversmith who also advertised his services as a dentist. So he made the original grill.
Wait, he also advertised as a dentist? Why did you say it that way?
Well, because that's what the internet said.
It sounds like he might not have actually been a dentist. He was like, no, anything that will make me a buck, I'll try it.
I think back then, if you were an entrepreneur, you could go, I make this and I make that. I also make teeth. And I'm also a dentist. Yes, I am a dentist. I mean, who's gonna say no? Because there was
England.
You're going to
is Pierre Fauchard going to come over from France and be like, whoa, buddy? Who do you think you're talking to?
That's why we got along with the French. That's why we got along with the French, and we fought England because England said no to teeth. I mean, I think we're all in agreement. English people have the worst teeth. They didn't understand dentistry.
I don't know if they have.
Paul Revere said, "I can put silver in your
teeth.
mouth. I will put silver in your mouth, and you will look good." That's what he said.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Trust me.
That's Paul Revere.
No, that's George Zimmer.
And now, while I know you might go, well, that's got to be it for John. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Hang on. You did it wrong.
But I'm not going to dominate. I'm going to let Jay take the... I'm going to let what?
You're not wrong, but just slightly wrong. You said we were thinking that's got to be it for John, but
what we were really thinking was
that's got to be it for John.
Yeah, well, you'd be wrong.
So you're done, right, John? Wink, wink, wink.
No.
For now.
Thank you, John.
No, I've got other fascinating facts about the dental industry.
All right, Jay.
But
Jay,
I want Jay to chime in. I want Jay to say something because Jay, you've been very quiet over there.
I have been very quiet.
No, he's been a little too close to the mic and getting a little hot. Actually, he should back off with that.
Well,
I've had plenty to say. Please continue. You're doing great. I think you're doing swell.
One of the things that I found very fascinating in my study here is that. What would you say? What would you say, or Jay? I don't mean
the guy
Kyle
who's been
or
quiet.
Jay.
Would you like to invite me to? Thank you.
I want you to participate.
Jay, please. You need to be quiet.
What is the number one? What is the worst thing for your teeth? Like
hydrochloric acid.
I don't mean filing them down. Like a metal file would not be good for your teeth.
Yeah.
But what's the one food item that you would say, ooh, that's not a good thing for your teeth?
Like just sugar. Pretty much sugar.
Sugar. Exactly. Exactly. And yet, in 1897, in Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, home of Hank Williams and other famous country people.
You're doing great.
John Swayze was once in the country western band, by the way. I want to point that out. That's how he knows so many country legends.
Waylon Jennings in here. Great friends.
William Morrison, a dentist, teamed up with a fella who made candy named John C. Wharton, and they invented cotton candy.
Why? To rot teeth? To like literally rot teeth?
Because they were like, hey, people's teeth are rotting out. Let's speed up the process.
Wow.
We can help the grill industry.
It literally is just melted.
It is spun.
Sugar
it is spun sugar.
Yeah.
It is spun sugar. They introduced it at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis.
Man, everything was invented at like the 1900s.
And at the World's Fair. They sold over 68,000, almost 69,000 boxes. Now, I don't know how big a box was, but I'm guessing it was
What's
like
wrong with them? Didn't they have
box.
plastic bags in 1900?
Hell no, they didn't.
Yuck.
Inspired by the cotton candy.
They made a whopping $17,000 back then, which in today's dollars is $410,000. Jay, how many pennies is that in 25 rolls?
I'm sorry, $400,000?
$410,000 in pennies is what?
All you have to do is add 2 zeros, son. That's
I mean, there's math.
Hang on a minute.
41 million.
Yeah, I was almost there.
41 million pennies. Well, let me tell you something. 50. Divide that by 50 and multiply that by 10, and you're a rich son of a bitch.
All you have to do then is divide it by 5.
Okay.
Or just multiply it by a gazillion and you're still rich. What do you...
Anyway,
If you divide it by 5, you have approximately still 8,200,000. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Well, anyway.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so cotton candy, the world's worst thing for your teeth, was invented by a dentist.
Incredible.
That is really good. Way to get
I mean, if you think about it, though, that's pretty smart. It's like, I need something to ramp up my business. I'm going to invent something that corrodes the very thing that I try to fix.
Yeah, well, like why not toothpaste made of caramel?
Create things.
Right.
Yeah.
Delicious caramel toothpaste. It's good for your shoppers.
You make a reason for your business.
So, yeah, on the topic of history, the history of dentistry, I love this.
The Chinese invented the first toothbrush. Thank you. Go on, Jay.
No, that's not true. The toothbrush was invented in Arkansas. You know how we know that?
From Abner?
No, because if it was invented anywhere else, it would be called a teeth brush. Thank you. I have.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us at Bottom of the Barrel.
Love that joke. Like,
wow,
that was the moment they knew. Like,
that's a classic.
Yeah,
that is funny. That's funny stuff.
So yes, obviously Pierre Fauchard is known as the father of modern dentistry from the 18th century France. But we have evidence of, quote, dentistry going on long before that. The first noted by archaeologists evidence of dentistry.
Say Egypt. Say Egypt.
I'm not going to say Egypt.
Woo!
I'm going to say prehistoric times. The earliest evidence of juvenile periodontitis from 3 million years BC is in a skull of an Australopithecus africanus child, found by archaeologists.
Not Australopithecus.
Hey, where do you get your internet from, Jay? That's something weird. I've never heard that before.
Oh, all you have to do is go to the historyofdentistryandmedicine.com. It's a real site. I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you. You don't need to. I believe you. I just everything I did, it came from the Egyptians. Were saying that was kind of the first recorded.
Did you
dentist.
go to Egypt.com?
Not yet.
No, John.
I went to Egypt.
John may have gone.
I went to Egypt.
Egypt started everything.
EgyptSuckMyDick.com.
Whoa, hey, whoa. Take it easy.
We already did insults.
I did my research.
From there, we go all the way up to 12,000 BC, also prehistoric times, where they found flint tools used for tooth extraction. So basically,
from Michigan.
Basically, the dentistry in prehistoric times was centered around extraction-based practices.
Exactly. Just get that. Whatever hurts, yank it out.
Yeah, it was all like, Clog's mouth hurt. Where hurt, Clog? Here. Thunk. That's it. That's your dentist.
Kyle's giving you the, hey, when you yell like that, pull back.
Oh.
Your face.
It was like, Clog's mouth hurt. Where hurt, Clog? Here. Thunk.
Exactly.
And for those of you not able to watch us unless you're on Patreon and seeing the video, Jay, you did a brilliant deal of showing us two different characters by getting close to the mic and then pulling away from the mic. Yeah. That was really some good theatrics.
It's called stage work, and it's something that we have all studied as professional actors. And that's how you become a voice actor.
The more you know.
Which is important in the dentistry world.
You said important because we were talking about pointy teeth earlier.
I thought it was poignant and important.
I said important because I've almost finished my bottle of whiskey.
So in the John referenced earlier the barber dentist. In the Middle Ages, the work of dentistry was taken up by the old barber surgeon who had a lot of roles. But eventually they were like, well, we have dental problems. Our teeth are rotten, and
hang on. You started going in.
Surgeon.
Hang on. You started going into your Jeff Goldblum. I need you to do that in full Jeff Goldblum.
I thought I was doing the weather guy. Well, you see, what happens is the problem is we have dental problems, and who's gonna take care of it? Well, of course it will be we should go to the barber surgeon. He could do it. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Why don't we just go to the barber surgeon? He'll know what to do. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Good.
Thank you.
And
good.
you know what I find intriguing, Mr. Goldblum, is why.
I'm not doing any more Jeff Goldblum.
Thank you.
I have so many.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you for humoring me.
That was very good.
It was great. I don't know what John's
You're very
problem.
good at impressions, but
John's not getting.
Why was the barber like just the most revered? Like, dude, he cuts hair.
I think they just consider somebody the smartest.
Surely he knows how to explore organ trans.
I think originally the barber was doing more than hair cutting, but shaving. Like that was the original role of the barber. And he had a sharp knife and he could get real close to the skin and had a steady hand. And it was like, well, while you're there, could you remove this thorn for me from my thumb?
I can see that.
Like, this is all conjecture. But yeah, it was...
while you're shaving me, could you go ahead and just cut that appendix out? It's
while
right
you're down there shaving me.
Hey, young fella, since you're going to trim that, why don't you go ahead and cut the foreskin right off?
Young fella. I love that it's a young fella.
I didn't say it.
Little Abner.
Little Abner. But I think I did a very shallow dive into the role of the barber surgeon from the olden days. But there were various levels of them, like various degrees of the barber surgeon who could be trusted with certain procedures.
Okay.
So like some of them were like, you just do the shaving and make a poultice for this wound. You do that. And this guy over here will take care of tooth extraction and that cirrhosis.
So who cuts out the dwarf living in his stomach?
That's the highest degree of barber surgeon.
Okay.
Well,
the master barber surgeon.
But speaking of dwarfs growing in your stomach, have you heard of the case of the tomato growing in the mouth?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Jay
I haven't.
Oh.
Well, let me just share.
Enlighten
this
us, John Swayze.
So I want to say, I just want to preface this entire thing that
the following story is completely untrue.
We did a podcast in which, Jay, you shared some stories that I found absolutely fascinating. And it was the story of the celebration of the frozen guy in the
Frozen Dead Guy Day. This
Colorado.
is from our episode Strange Traditions Part 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it's in Colorado,
and
right?
I found that because I should say, folks, these aren't just entertaining for you. We get entertained too. And I was so entertained by your story.
I don't think I'd come back if you guys didn't entertain me.
I was so entertained by that, Jay. I have just made it my mission. Anytime we get a new topic on something, my goal is to try to go find some bizarre, just deep dive offshoot story that deals with it. Anyway, so I found
he's setting this up. He is really setting
there
this
was
up.
There was a lady that she loved to eat tomatoes.
Okay.
Sure.
And she was, by the way, I will say, she was not in Topeka.
Isn't that lady all of us, really?
Right.
She
loved to eat tomatoes. Too. And a tomato seed got caught somewhere, got jammed up in her gum.
Oh, no.
And our mouth...
Where she already had a half an ounce of compost that she had eaten from the other...
Exactly what happened.
Dirt yesterday.
Our mouth is a cesspool of compost. I mean, it's warm, it's moist, it's got nutrients going all this which way and ever.
Worms.
Anyway, she went to the dentist because she was like, something's wrong with my mouth. And they found this thing growing out of her tooth, between two teeth, and they tried to pull it out and it wouldn't come out. And so they realized a tomato seed had germinated in her gum and was growing a tomato plant in her mouth.
And sent a root all the way down to her second vertebra. That's why they couldn't pull it out. You know how hard tomato roots are, right?
Yeah,
they're
betcha.
They're like, steel.
They tried
steel wool.
pesticide. They tried pesticide.
Oh, that's a good choice.
They put her in a room with a rabbit, and it just still didn't work.
Kyle, of all the things that have never happened, this has never happened the most.
You can look it up, baby.
I believe it happened.
Look it up. Look it up.
I don't.
I'm telling
the
you.
weakest part of the story is that they couldn't get it out. I think they got it out.
And she also couldn't get it out with dental floss. Like it was stuck between two teeth.
Or the thumb.
It had rooted.
Yeah, little of this.
Rooted in.
A little.
Well,
all right.
Look, I'm just telling you what the interweb said.
Well,
yeah,
They couldn't get it out, so she had to go to a dentist. And obviously they got it out, but the seed had sprouted.
Why is that obvious to any of us?
She could have joined the circus as the tomato plant mouth growing woman.
She could have.
The human tomato plant. Step right up. Step right up.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that was, to me, that was the weirdest thing. But I just, every time now we do an episode of something, it is my goal to go try to find the most bizarre thing because of that story Jay told. Because that story was so brilliant, Jay.
It was incredible.
It was incredible. It was absolutely.
I mean, I'm not crediting myself. It was an amazing story.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm telling you right now. I'm crediting Jay Hickman. It was brilliant.
Okay.
It was a funny story, and it was just one of those things. So,
folks, if you would like to hear the most amazing story that I, Jay Hickman, alone am responsible for, go back to season one.
Swayze.
Go back. Hey, go back to season 1 of our podcast here on this same channel and look up Strange Traditions. Part 2.
Wonderful.
So, speaking of dental history, I did a little dive into the most bizarre dental trends throughout history.
Oh, okay. So along the lines of the grills and adornments and things.
It starts with the grills. As already referenced, it started with the ancient Mayans. The Maya civilization from 200 to 900 AD. They had a good run. Oh, yeah. They did it first. They drilled
700 years, Jay.
That's 700 good years. That's
longer than us as Americans.
That's true. We have quite a bit of catching up to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be fine.
Oh, no, yeah. We're in great shape.
Well, there's still a long way to go. But the Mayans drilled little holes into their front teeth and inlaid them with jade, turquoise, or hematite stones. They did it for beauty and status. The only problem was drilling without anesthesia. So probably that was rough.
Well, and wait, let's talk about.
Were they just like going, "Don't worry, it's worth it. It's worth it."
Yeah, let's talk about the actual drilling process.
Yeah.
That's different than now. That's not like the little machine that just goes going 1,000,000 miles an hour.
I know how
in
they
a circle.
Did it. I know exactly how they did it.
They're grinding a hole. They are slowly.
Are you familiar? Are you familiar with the show Gilligan's Island?
Wait, was that the show about the fateful trip or the other one?
It was a 3-hour cruise that went awry. They ended up on a deserted island.
I hope they had a scientist on board.
At one point, they had to
a barber scientist.
They had the professor realized that Gilligan needed a filling, and they had found some clay in a box that had washed ashore, and so he used the clay to make fillings. turns out the clay was explosive clay, and they had to get rid of it. And that's beside the point.
So Gilligan's head never exploded?
What's germane to the story is that the professor built a device where Gilligan actually pedaled and made the
drilled his own
spin.
tooth.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Yes. Yeah.
Gilligan was more badass than I thought.
It can be done.
It was likely it was like the old fire starter with the stick and the bow that they were using to drill a tooth in Mayan times to stick in a piece of jade. Anyway, I'm sure it was beautiful. There's a skull in a museum somewhere that shows us how beautiful it was.
Way to go, Gilligan.
Moving ahead throughout history, in the Middle Ages, there were medieval toothworms, I'm told.
Yes, toothworms. Yes, I've heard of them.
In the Middle Ages, if you had a terrible toothache, you'd go to the medieval healer, and they would tell you the problem is that there are tiny worms eating your tooth from the inside.
They're not completely wrong. I mean, you can see it, the nerve and the cavity and the infection.
Sure, let's give all the medieval doctors credit.
It's an interpretation from what they knew. I just see where it's coming from. That's all I'm saying.
So that was the belief, and the cure was to smoke the worms out. You got to smoke them out. So you would light herbs on fire and stick them in your mouth, or you maybe use some hot metal rods.
Oh, I was worried there. I thought you said
why not just smoke a cigarette or a cigar
in 700 AD? Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, 700 AD.
Yeah, this is the Middle Ages. They hadn't invented Cubans yet. Moving ahead to ancient Rome, the Romans invented a mouthwash for dental health. Oh. They were
made of urine.
Well done,
right,
sir.
Yeah. You pee in your face and everything.
In your face.
So, we as referenced earlier, ammonia, which contains uric acid, is a natural whitening agent. And so they would swish with aged pee to rinse their mouths and whiten their teeth.
So for whitening makes it look healthier, but it may not be healthier. That feels like an early cosmetic action.
Yeah. So what I did earlier this week was I got in our bottom of the barrel time machine and went back to ancient Rome to give them the unfortunate news.
Yeah.
They were pretty cool about it.
I just learned that we're going to be sharing a room soon in some of our travels. And John, I just want you to know that before we go to bed, before you floss, let me know, and I will pee in your mouth.
Thank you, Jay. John, or Kyle.
Oh my God, who am I?
Wow.
Where are we right now?
I'll find you, Kyle.
What planet is this? This is great. This is going great.
That's crazy.
That's
Jay,
crazy.
When did you get the time machine? That's what I'd like to know. How do we get a hold of that? And
that's a crazy question right there.
You're going to find out this coming Wednesday when you travel back in time with me by 2 days and discover the time machine. It's hard to explain right now.
It's so weird.
Okay.
This will all make sense in 3 days. Don't worry about it.
I understand.
Moving ahead in history with our bottom of the barrel time machine, we go to the Renaissance and the fashion of black teeth. Heard of this one?
I have, but please, I did not research this one to look into.
All right. In 16th century England, in the 1500s, having black teeth was considered trendy and elite. If you wonder why that was, it's because only the rich could afford sugar, which we have already identified as the worst thing for teeth.
Look how bad my teeth are because I've been eating sugar.
Yeah, sugar led to rotting
sugar in
teeth.
the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time.
So they hadn't invented. So this is the 1500s, and obviously Pierre Fauchard hadn't invented toothpaste yet. So they were just eating sugar and just letting it kind of wash around their mouth.
Wow.
Their teeth rotted, turned black, and instead of seeing that as a problem, people thought that it looked, well, Fancy.
Weren't they in horrendous pain of cavities and root canals and stuff?
Not yet. I guess for a little while it all started externally.
They were drinking a lot and probably doing a lot of morphine and cocaine.
Attaboy. So the person that made it popular, you could probably guess. One person.
Black Jack.
Who has
Johnson.
the black teeth?
Jack the Ripper?
Rasputin.
Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh, yes.
She had
yes,
bad
yes,
teeth.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
bad
Her
yes.
sugar habit
did have
turned her
very
teeth
bad
black, and people were like, "The Queen has black teeth." And so the lesser among us started using soot and charcoal to imitate the
Fake
look
it.
of black
Yeah.
teeth, to look fancy like the Queen.
That is so weird.
So then we get to the George Washington wooden teeth myth.
Now, yes. No, not wooden teeth at all.
They weren't.
It's
so
worse.
you get to the 1700s and the introduction of dentures, and real dentures were made out of other people's teeth.
Yeah.
So you could do some carved animal bone, which was super uncomfortable.
But what could you do with an entire plantation full of other people?
Well, there were dead people who would happily give up their teeth, or poor people who would sell their teeth so that you could make dentures to put in your mouth. And so it is believed that George Washington's dentures, not in fact made of wood, which is sad because in the myth, that was also the birth of the medical field of gynecology, because of the complaints from Martha Washington about getting splinters in very sensitive places.
I remember that joke.
George Washington's dentures were allegedly made of other people's teeth and then metal teeth, like made of gold or even, quote, lead.
Wow, perfect.
Which
That's
I'm
great.
sure was perfectly healthy.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
There were lead fillings at one point, right? Like, because it was easy to melt and
Maybe that's
kind of
where
manipulate.
Bite the Bullet came from.
There were lead fillings. And so that was probably bad for people. We move ahead to the 1800s, thank the Lord, to 19th century dentistry, where they provided cocaine for dental pain. Cocaine toothache drops for pain relief.
Also in the that time period, it was not just barbers now. Blacksmiths were also used for dentistry.
Oh, that's where the hammer comes in.
The hammer and the morphine.
Nothing that could happen to your tooth would be better with a hammer. I remember watching a lot of cartoons growing up. And, you know, there's a lot of hammers.
What about the old string and the doorknob trick? That's okay.
Right. I do have a friend.
Now, did you ever have that? Did your father or mother ever do that to you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Not my father.
Oh,
Probably us. It was my brother. But we had heard that would be a good way to do it. We have a wiggly tooth. We know if we get it out, the tooth fairy's coming.
It's money,
And,
money.
First of all, I want to know who's got the space between their teeth to put a piece of string. Dude, that is not you're not using
I sure
fishing
did.
line.
I had a lot of space.
Yeah. Have you seen a children's mouth with their diphodontic
Jay, I don't
teeth?
know.
Yeah, I don't have any. John,
Abner sure did.
John is not the father. Well, John has just removed himself from contention for the father of Abner. John has never seen a child's
You
mouth.
never saw Abner's teeth, then Jesus.
No, that's just I've never been able to put string between my teeth. And I don't know who has.
How about some sewing thread? How about some dental
sewing
floss?
Sewing thread, yeah, sure. But I mean, okay.
That's strong enough.
Fine. All right.
Thank you.
That'll do it.
May I move on?
You may continue.
Oh God. Anyway, in the 1800s, dentists before modern anesthesia would use cocaine, heroin, morphine to numb the pain.
Yeah, all those would work.
They did work and caused terrible addiction.
Right.
So they looked into other things in the following years.
Well,
it was
his
mainly-
tooth
it was
looks
mainly
great,
because-
but now he's raping sheep.
It was mainly because it was the dentist doing the cocaine and the heroin and the morphine and not giving it to the patient. So that's what caused
it. Probably
that
happened.
I was McGregor, the greatest dentist of my village. But you rape one sheep. In the early 1900s, they came up with radioactive toothpaste.
What's in there?
Radium, a radioactive element. It was considered at the time a miracle health cure.
Oh, no.
So some companies...
Oh, radium was. That's the girls that did the little stuff on the brushes.
What?
You know what I'm talking about. They did the brushes. They painted like on watches and stuff like that, and they would lick their, they would lick their brush. But it was all with radium, and their teeth fell out. They all died of cancer. It was horrific.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. It was a big story back in the 1920s or whatever it was.
Exactly.
I heard
exactly
more,
that time.
I heard more of, or what it responds to me more is the, let's give it up for Starlet. Great job, everybody. But next up to the main stage is Radium. Radium to the main stage.
You and I went to seek out live entertainment in different places, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the same theaters as you did to see a live performance, I guess.
They glow.
But yes, John, the companies that decided to put radium in toothpaste made a claim that it would make teeth glow with health.
It did.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, but
that's
Jay,
amazing.
To your point, radium was kind of like seen as the miracle drug or whatever. I mean, it was like radium is good for everything.
We don't
fully understand it, but we've heard amazing stuff.
We don't know what this radioactivity is, but by golly, I think we're onto something. Yeah. Radium. It's in the fucking name. Jeez Louise.
You're acting like people knew science.
Moving on, 30 years to the 1950s was the practice of electric shock for cavities.
Oh, yeah.
Heard of this one? Before the magic of fluoride, dentists believed they could zap away cavities with electric currents.
Oh, God.
You're
already hurting.
The idea
a cavity isn't, most of my cavities were discovered without me knowing. Root canals, you go in for a root canal.
Right. That's how you diagnose it. The idea of shocking the tooth would make it stronger and prevent decay. Turns out that didn't work, and also it hurt a lot. So they stopped doing that. And those are the 8 historical oddities in the field of dentistry.
Well, we did it. We finally hit bottom. I knew we would. Thanks, everybody. If you'd like to learn more about this finely distilled product, visit bottomofthebarrelpodcast.com, where you can find our previous episodes, merch, and even some Patreon options. If you want to tell us how smart we are or how stupid we are, or if you have a topic you want us to dive into, hit us up on our socials. Bottom of the Barrel Podcast is on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Special thanks go out to our audio production guru, Dave Lasco, our beloved manager and punching bag, Olivia Swayze, and Jonathan Benjamin. Take care.